Kittle family. Welcome, everybody, to the Hidden Pearls podcast, coming to you from Japan, San Jose.
California.
California. I see a fluffy tail in the background. And then we got BK in New Mexico. We are very excited for this episode. Got the whole gang together. Just want to celebrate the fabulous win, George. We are so proud of you. And
Bang, bang,
talk a little bit.
gang.
Yeah, dog. Talk a little about where we're feeling going into it. So I just want to say good morning to my beautiful men.
Thanks,
How we
Sammy.
feeling? How we feeling today, guys? What's going on?
How you feeling, Dad?
How am I feeling? Boy, I don't know if I want to process all that right now, but I'm excited to be on this podcast. I'm super excited. We got a chance to go to Pittsburgh, and it was so fun. And actually, Pittsburgh fans were great. Stadium was beautiful. The weather was great. Everything was, and it was just I guess I'd call it a beatdown. You know what I mean? Going into the Steeler home field and kind of thinking it was just going to be a brawl and a fist fight, and didn't come out that way at all. They just didn't seem to show up with the same energy. So it was great sitting there going into the third quarter, like pretty comfy. Our defense was playing unbelievable. I got some stats in here if we want to chat about them. But anyway, so that's about as much fun as I've had on a road trip out
Football's
east
back, guys. Let's go.
in a long time. So that was pretty cool. I thought everything looked really good. So we can get to that whole game. So I'm feeling really good about that. And so otherwise, we had huge rain here in Santa Fe. So everything's kind of wet, which is always big because we're high desert and desert always needs water. So other than that, it's really good. And I'm a very fortunate father that I get an opportunity once a week to have a few minutes on a Zoom with my two kids who I love very much and I'm very proud of, and I'm really grateful to be here. So for all the folks out there, that's really why we do this, just so that I'm guaranteed at least 30 to 45 minutes to chat with my kids. So anyway, grateful about all that.
Those are great things to be grateful for, Dad.
You're
am.
cute, Pops.
There you go.
Wow.
How are we,
So-
My
GK? How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. We had a nice Monday. Got to get a nice lower body lift in, watch the film. Fun to watch, plenty of stuff to clean up on, plenty of stuff to get better at. Besides that, it was fun to watch. A lot of guys made great plays. Our best players made plays when we needed to make plays. It was awesome to see. Purdy looked great. Brent Ayuk's phenomenal, and it's fun for us because none of us were really surprised because that's just what he's been doing since OTAs. And last year, just riding guys up, making awesome catches. He's been doing the exact same thing. So for him to be able to put that on tape for everyone else to see, very happy for him to get that opportunity. So it's good for the Niners. Defense was phenomenal. Like you said, Drake Jackson had 3 sacks. Happy for him. Hargrave had one.
Let me read some stats just because I put him in.
You read those stats,
Come on.
my guy.
And then I want you to tell.
thing.
All right, 2 INTs by the old defense. Huff and Ward came down with them. They were great. Nice tip by Fred on the one, and Fred really should have had another one too. So, but he was in a great spot playing good D.
Should have, yeah.
Held him to overall 41 net yards rushing, so that's pretty well shut down. 5 sacks, 3 by Drake. If folks don't know exactly who Drake is, he's a second-round pick in 2022 out of USC, so really developing. And if he can keep the pressure coming, boy, that's some tough bookends right there. Total yards for the Steelers on the day was 239 yards, so I thought they played really, really good. So any favorite defensive plays or anybody else you want to kind of shout out? I thought D-line played really good. Linebackers were all over, and I thought secondary coverage was really good. So really, I thought it was great.
Well, Travarius Ward Mooney is one of my favorite teammates, and so actually, I mean, I have a lot of favorite teammates, but he's my locker buddy. We're right next to each other, so I always like it when he gets his interceptions because he's just such a laid-back, cool dude. So very excited for Mooney. He told me we're gonna trade. He's gonna trade me his interception ball for a touchdown ball, so I need a touchdown this week so we can
Ooh.
trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Get an interception ball from Mooney. That's a first for me, so got to get on that.
That would be good. Like it.
Let's see. So happy for that. But yeah, I think my favorite play was definitely Huff getting the interception and then trying to lateral it to Gibson. That was amazing. It was like backyard football. It was so funny.
I'm still kind of like that, the replay, because they called a penalty on that for a forward lateral, but
It was.
Well, just barely. Like when he let go of it, it wasn't. But when he caught it, he was just a step in front. But
That's what. Yeah, no, I agree. But
I think
that's
it
what
should.
they call it.
I think it should be like a quarterback going over the line of scrimmage. You know, as long as you throw the ball and have any part of your body behind the line of scrimmage, you're good.
I don't disagree with you, but
I'm gonna
hey,
have-
rules are rules.
I'm
And
gonna have
you
to
know what? The
revisit
thing
that.
about the Kittle family is we listen to every rule possible, only if it's Jan's rules.
There you go.
Fair.
Okay.
Jan's rules.
Perfect.
Let's see. Besides that, favorite play on offense, 65-yard touchdown run by Christian McCaffrey, just because it was really fun to see it. We called a great outside zone play, and it was, it's really fun too. It's one of our most basic plays that we called. We call it structure, and it's just you block the structure of the defense. We're geniuses,
Yep.
and basically has me and Trent on a combo block, safety, and we're going up to whoever the most widest guy in the box is, which happened to be a safety. Um, Ayuk's kind of sitting out there faking like he's going to pin the guy, so the defensive end's not just running through my face. Worked great. He tried to run into Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk's supposed to go at the corner, didn't get to the corner because the D lineman was on him. I get him out. Christian makes the corner look like a fool because he spun out of it,
Yep.
and then Brandon has an awesome block on their safety, and then you
Total
see
knockdown in your
that was
face.
awesome.
See you, dude. I'm sorry I
Yeah,
didn't see you there. It's like a
that was
truck
super tough.
hitting. That was so beautiful.
But
Proud of him.
old one I heard it's a bug on a windshield. That's what
Yeah,
that was.
that was.
He smoked him. So that was fun to see. Uh, I always say that your run game is at its best when your wide receivers are blocking, and you can see it right there. That's
You
a. I
can't do
mean,
it without. And I will say this: the TV version. I mean, listen to that. I mean, the Niner receivers have a reputation for being
that they
super
do.
physical, both in the passing game, but more so in the run game, just because we're such a run-heavy team. And like dudes that line up and they just want to play pass, that's not going to work against the Niners. So it was
No, it
great.
does not work. I mean, Jawan Jennings puts great stuff on tape. He
Yeah.
literally draws 1 or 2 penalties a week just because he plays through the whistle. It's awesome. But
Yep.
on that touchdown run, you saw Ray McLeod, who could have easily just jogged and said, I'll do it next play, but instead sprints all the way down there and makes a touchdown
Kind of,
block on
yeah.
Patrick Peterson for like
Yeah.
20
Got in the
yards.
way enough. Yeah. To give CMC a chance. Yep.
So it's fun when you can put stuff like that together because it's a play that everybody did really well on, and so you got to love it.
Okay. Do I get to read the stats now? I only have a few in. Okay.
You
Good.
want to read the stats? Okay, I'll read the
Total.
stats.
Oh, do it.
Total yards, 391 yards, 203 passing, 188 rushing on 34 attempts for 5.5 yards
Average.
average.
Nice.
Brock Purdy was 19 for 29 with no INTs.
Time of
And
possession.
time of possession? Why would you put that with Brock?
Well,
That's
just because
weird.
I was trying not to, because
It's
you only
flat.
want one,
No,
because you only
it's
want one page outline, and I can't go too many lines.
you're not wrong. Time possession, we had 37 minutes time possession.
Yeah.
They
Versus
also
20.
like their first what 3 drives or 3 and outs.
They didn't have a first down until the third quarter. Oh no, they had that drive right at the end. So that was it. Remember, they were kind of coming
Yeah,
off the end zone, and then it got called back, and they didn't get a first down because all the Steeler fans were celebrating. But that was it. Yeah. So
yeah,
except
it
for
was
that one
tough.
right at the end of the second half, but yeah,
Yeah, they had a nice 2-minute drive.
Yep.
Let's see. CMC 150 yards on 22 carries.
Yep.
Nice. Ayuk 8 for 8, 129 yards and 2 tutties. That's great. I did have a fourth down play early in the game, first drive, fourth down. Uh, Super happy to get that opportunity to catch a run a little bit, especially when you feel the guys overplaying it, can make a nice little slash cutback, gain another 11 yards. Love
Well,
running with the ball in my hands.
I really like the design of that play. You came in motion from the opposite side, and then the receiver to that side kind of released inside. Just a little chip on that backer trying to get out there on you and just gave you enough space. Nice throw by Brock. Just cool and calm on fourth down, and you caught it and made extra yards after the catch. So that was really, really nice. So I thought that was really well done. I was really glad Shannon went for it on fourth there, just on the road and a lot of confidence in his defense and just willing to take a gamble there a little bit. So I thought that was great.
Yeah, I mean, once we got that one, it felt great after that.
Yeah.
We were running the ball well. We're moving them. Honestly, actually, one of my favorite plays of the whole day was when they jumped off sides on a field goal, blocked it, and then Mitch Wisnowski picked it up, and he outran TJ
Wait.
Watt to the sideline. He outran TJ, which is just incredible. And he runs straight up and down. There's no forward lean to him, and he's
Right.
just running like this. And it looks like a cartoon character. And so that made me really happy because he always texts me, the worst thing is just getting tackled, man. I hate it. And so he did get tackled a little bit. Yeah, so it
That's
was
good
pretty funny.
motivation. I'd run fast too if I could.
He hates getting tackled.
Mr.
It
Watt. Yeah.
was incredible. So we were all hyped for Mitch to get that.
And how
play,
about Ayuk's touchdowns? They both came against a certain defensive back that had made a prediction. I don't know. Did you ever see any of those clips?
Oh man, the internet is ruthless, guys.
Oh
Just
my
hilarious.
gosh.
Just
A lot of
hilarious.
The internet is undefeated, No matter what happens, you will
Oh
find a
my
way to lose. It could be something terrible, like last night's injury with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
I've seen over 100 memes making fun of the whole situation, and regardless of how heartless they are funny. Like it is like they're funny, and the internet will always win, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it'll always come back to bite you
yeah.
at some point. It might not be that week, it might not be that month, it might not be that year, but at some point that thing is going to come back and bite you.
Yeah. Nothing goes away. It's like a wife's memory. Oops, sorry, I'm going to get in trouble for that, but
And that's on the internet forever now.
forever. It's okay. I'll stand
Jan,
by
I'm
that
passing
Jan's
this
rule
around to the
100,
Kittle women.
I can't
Jan's
remember
rule
what I did last
193
week. Jan remembers what I did 28 years ago, so whatever. But anyway,
on a certain date. Yeah, she does remember that.
well, anyway, okay, great trip out there, all that kind of stuff, and the travel, and that was just such a wonderful way to get the game started. So, okay, how about
Liked the game day fit also, George. Was it Venom on your shirt?
It was Venom.
Yeah.
Feeling kind of villainy and
Mm.
just wanted to, go in there with a nice intent. And the intent was to have fun, yet establish our dominance as a offense and defense and special teams. And we were able to do that one. So I'm very
I'm,
excited for that. It's
that's a
a step
that's
in the
my
right
venom.
direction.
That's my venom growl.
But you know what? You know what, Dad?
What?
Wait, do you have any more questions about this game?
I wanted to hear a little bit about Coach Shanahan after the game, just because it was pretty cool. I saw a couple of his clips, but
He was just really excited that because the last couple years, basically every year besides 2019, we've always come out of the gate slow
yeah,
and just haven't looked like us. Like a lot of mental mistakes, not a lot of effort in certain places. Just it hasn't been Niner football, and it usually takes a couple weeks. So for us to come out of the gate and do that right away was really fun, and it's encouraging. And then now it's like, okay, well, you can see the intent, the efforts there. Guys are dialed in, guys are making plays. So where can we take it from here? Like, where's the next step? Because let's go get better. And if we continue to get better, stacking on top of that, hey, holy cow, it's going to be a fun year.
yeah.
And if you have nothing to ask me about the rest of the Pittsburgh game, I have one thing for you.
Oh, I had one question, but let's do your thing, and then we'll come back to it. If
We
it's
can't come
okay.
back to it.
Okay, I was just going to say, what do you think about Tomlin taking the ball first? It was such a great setup because then your defense held them 3 and out, and then bam, we get the kickoff at the second half, and that was great. But after the first punt, then we take the ball down and score. So I mean, it just you couldn't have opened the game any better. I mean, it was beautiful.
There is, I always want the defense to go first, always, because if when they get a 3 and out,
Right.
it which is like I think they get a 3 and out. I'm gonna say I don't know this. I feels like 75% of the time they get a 3 and out. And when they get that 3 and out or like one first down, like they don't cross the 50, especially a 3 and out though. It just sets the tone and it's just like, oh, that's tough for you guys because we're gonna score and then
Yeah.
we also get the ball at the second half. And literally like right when because I saw it Fred called tails and I see it land heads, I was like, ah shoot. And they said we want to receive. I was like,
Bam.
thank you. I
Yep.
love it. Yeah, so I mean, I know some guys love to be out there first, whether it's offense or defense. Like they want to get, just feel of the reps and stuff like that. I like feeling the stadium for a drive. I really do enjoy doing that. Now, like the worst possible case scenario is they go down there and score. Like Miami last year, first play of the game, took it 75 yards to the house. You're just
Yep.
kind of like, oh, this could be tough. But it's football. A lot of stuff happens, and it's just I don't know if it helps with your mentality, your mindset. But the defense getting to 3 and out to start it off is very fun for the
Yep.
Niners.
Can I ask a question about
Super
the coin
fun.
flip? Do you ever call it,
Yeah,
George?
I have. Yeah.
Do you always
Um,
like go with a certain one, or is it you just gut decision on the spot?
no, it's random.
Mm.
First, yeah, I have like a mini inner dialogue with myself leading up to it. If I know that I'm going to be calling one call. So like if it's me and Trent Williams, he's always like, "You make the call." And I think my record, we can go back and look this up, but I think I'm like 3-7, maybe 3-8 over the course of my career.
Mm.
But it's like every time I call tails, we lose.
Oh,
I always,
Ooh.
yeah, it's weird.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm just like, so then I second guess heads, and then I lose that one. I'm like, damn it. But no, it's really fun. I do like enjoy calling it though. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna call next time, but let's see.
No, we don't. I don't want to know. I don't want to
All
know
right, cool. But yeah, I
because
just
I'd
have
be
like this inner dialogue of like
yeah.
call heads, no call tails, call heads, no call tails. Tails never fails. I know,
Okay.
but you failed last time.
Hey, who's in each corner then? Who's talking?
Yeah,
Which
who's on
person
the
talking?
shoulders?
Who's on the
It's
shoulder talking?
it's
Is it Venom versus
no,
like?
it's a $50, the tail side and the head side, and they're
Oh, I
just
got
Pick
you.
talking at
me,
each other.
pick me.
They're like, pick me. Don't be an idiot. No, you're an idiot. No, you're an idiot. You know, like, yeah, no, that's the discussions I have in my head. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to know. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. That's the end of Steelers. Then what'd you have? Do you have something else
Yeah,
for us?
tell us, George. What's your thing?
What was it?
It's Rams week.
Woo!
Let's
Bam!
go.
I
Get your
know.
mind right. It's
My mind.
Rams week, division rival. Every time we play them is a fist fight. I don't care. Everyone is so down on the Rams this year. Cooper Kupp's hurt. Oh, Jalen Ramsey's not there. Leonard Floyd's not over there on the edge. Yada yada yada. I don't care. You have Aaron Donald in the middle of the field, who is still the best
Donald.
player in the NFL until he decides not to play anymore, or until I see it proven otherwise. And I have not watched the game yet that they played against Seattle. I'm literally going to watch that as soon as I get out of here when I'm eating dinner. But Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald. Sean McVay is a good football coach who has won a Super Bowl before. He knows what he's doing. They're going to go into every game prepared. As long as Aaron Donald is on the field and Matt Stafford, who is a dog of a quarterback, they're going to make do. I get that Cooper Kupp's not out there. They have other players. They have good athletes. They've got a good coaching staff. They're going to make it super easy on Matt so he can make a bunch of throws and maybe take a couple shots here and there, but they're going to make it as easy as they can on him to go against our defense, and just so he can pick them apart slowly but surely, and attack our zone defense, and just try to get 5 yard picks up here, 5 yards here, 6 yards here, 5 yards here, maybe an 8 yard, maybe a 12 yard. Like that's what it's going to be. And every time we play him, it is gritty as hell, and that's why I want it to be. It's going to be really fun. We go down into SoFi Stadium, where the Niners fans bring it every time, no matter, I don't care what game it is, they're going to bring it. It's going to be
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of red down there. It's going to be really fun.
How about
I
the
didn't
red
say
at
that. You
Pittsburgh?
didn't. Oh, see, look at you going back.
I
But
just couldn't
phenomenal
help it.
though. But
It
phenomenal.
was so cool. There were so many
Phenomenal.
fans there. Okay, it's Rams
The
week. Sorry,
49ers fan travel better than anything I've ever seen before. Any stadium we ever go to, they're phenomenal. We walked out at Pittsburgh, and the amount of fans that were there and the amount of red, I was like, oh, yeah, there's
Steeler
nothing
fans
like
were like
it.
asking, like, are they all these people from the East Coast? Is that why they're here? And I'm like, no, I bet a shit ton of these folks traveled a long ways to get here.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw I
thought-
saw people from Canada, Mexico. I saw like a whole Florida gang like off in the corner. It was like something
Right.
Florida Niners house, like had a bar name on it or something like that.
Yeah,
They're
for
everywhere.
sure.
Hey,
And they're
I
fantastic.
saw there was a 49ers fan. There was a George Kittle jersey walking around in North Hokkaido. North Hokkaido. The guy was about to get on a train, or I would have ran over and taken a
Oh, in
picture with him.
Japan,
But like
yeah.
49ers fans are literally everywhere. So, dude, if you watch this podcast, that was so sick seeing you up there.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Bang,
All right,
bang.
but back to
Okay.
Rams week. Back to Rams week. I
What's
love
Rams week?
SoFi Stadium. What is the energy on the field at SoFi?
The coolest thing about all these new stadiums that they've built, like Vegas and the Rams, I think are the two that we've played in. Really, Seattle too. No, mostly like Vegas and the Rams though. Their stadiums go straight up, and you stand there in the middle, like the field, and like it just feels huge. Like when I played college ball in Kinnick,
I mean, instead
and
of like going out, like
instead of going
bowl-wise?
out, it
Yeah,
goes straight up,
right.
and you feel like you're not very big at all. Like you feel small. Like I played in college stadiums where like it's a nice size stadium. Like Kinnick Stadium is a wonderful stadium and it's nice, but it does not go straight up and does not like when you play at. I'm not trying to talk crap about Kinnick. I love Kinnick. It's
Totally.
Yeah.
wonderful. One of the best atmospheres of
we
all
know.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
know.
know. I love Kinnick.
I know.
But like I just remember like the first time I experienced is when I played in Memorial Stadium in Nebraska.
I was
Hate
gonna say,
Nebraska, love Memorial Stadium.
It is.
Fantastic. For fantastic fans too. I just don't like you guys. It's not you guys. It's your old athletic director that churn this hatred for Nebraska. Also love you, Will Compton. No free shout outs though, Will. No free shout outs.
No.
But that was like the first time I played in a stadium that like went up and it was just towered over you. You're like, holy, you just, I don't know, I don't want to say insignificant, but you just feel like, oh my gosh, like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And so then when you get into the SoFi Stadium in Vegas, like Jimmy G said it best. He's like, you just feel like a gladiator out here. And like, you really do. And like, everybody's like looking down on you. And like, it's just like you have these seats way up high, just staring you down. It's just like, what an atmosphere. and it's just so much fun. And I love playing at
Yeah.
SoFi because I love the games we get from them. You just know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to hit each other in the face as many times as you possibly can, and then whoever backs on first loses.
As a
Man.
fan,
And I
the
love
sound
love
system
those games.
is like so phenomenal.
This is I do have a question. If there's anybody that knows anything about SoFi Stadium, so I know this. So they have a nice big the speaker that's like this. This is a candle, sorry, but it's like this. This is a scoreboard that goes around. There's all the screens over here, and the
Oh, yeah.
fields down here.
Yep.
So there is speakers and the inside of that, and the speakers go straight down onto the field, right? And they are so loud, and the amount of noise that they pump through those things until like it cuts like I'm in the huddle and 70% of the stadium is 49ers fans and I can't hear the quarterback talk to me. Not a word. I'm just
Right.
like it is not this loud. Like there's no way that they're being this loud right now. Cuz like the only thing I compare it to is like 2019 Seattle
Mhm.
last game of the year to clinch, like couldn't hear a word. And 2019 New Orleans, that was like 2019 New Orleans was the loudest crowd I've ever been in front of. It was one of the coolest atmospheres I've ever been a part of. And like I don't know, like I'm not going to accuse people of pumping in the crowd noise and stuff like that, but I'm
It was,
assuming a lot of stadiums do. Which hey, you know what? It's a winning edge.
well, ever since
Why would you,
COVID, people
why
got
would you
into it.
yeah
Yeah.
they probably knew before that, but why would you not do that? It's really like it helps when the offense can't hear, and I'm sitting like this, just what Why'd you left X or what? Okay, yeah, what? Yeah, that happens, and literally, it's like that is a huge advantage for like a defense or an opposing team to be able to do that. But I'm just saying, like the fact that there's all these speakers right there and they all go straight down, it's just like
Does the sound cut when the Rams go on offense then?
yes, there's no sound.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they don't do anything, and then they have to, by rule, they have to
It's like
stop
by
it.
20. It's like by the 20-second mark, which is like
Yeah.
Shanahan's microphone cuts off to Purdy's headset at like 15 seconds, I think, maybe 20. I don't know. I think it's 15 seconds. So like they can play the music literally up until like 20 seconds, and
Right.
sometimes they go over too.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
it's just like I literally can't hear anything, and it's not the crowd. It's because somebody up there is just pushing a button, going, "Screw these guys."
Right.
That's what I
Yeah.
visualize in my head too. There's just a guy up there going, "Yeah, yeah, I hate the Niners."
Okay. Let's finish up though. Okay, we did the Rams, or we're doing the Rams. So let's just summarize that thing on Seattle. So they went up to Seattle, beat them 30-13,
They
and
did.
I watched the condensed version.
Yeah.
So Seattle was ahead 13-7 at the half. It was kind of back and forth, all that kind of stuff. And then Rams came out, scored 23 unanswered points. And their defense was super tough. 2 sacks in the fourth quarter to kind of seal it. Time of possession, 39 minutes to 20.
21.
Crazy. 21, yeah, well, in change. All right. And then 27 first downs versus 13 first downs is crazy. Offensively, Rams had 426 yards versus
Wow.
180, and then 334 yards passing, 92 rush. Their dude Akers had, I think, 2 touchdowns. He was really money in the red zone there. Stafford was 24 for 38, and they had 3 rushing touchdowns. And then the field goal kicker, he kicked I think a 54, 55 yarder too, but a bunch of field goals after that. So anyway, but they just muscled them hard. Defense really rose up, and offense just ground the ball out. But it was mostly a passing deal, and then they ran inside the red zone. But they looked really tough. And yeah, your boy Aaron Donald had a sack along with one other guy. So, but anyways, pretty well done. They looked really good in the second half,
Well,
and just very solid,
look,
playing hard.
I'm gonna tell you this. Beginning early in the season, if you're a team that gets talked down to the entire offseason and no one has any expectations from you, it gives you, I don't want to say it gives you extra motivation,
Yeah.
but it's like it definitely doesn't give you confidence. Like it doesn't fluff you up at all. Like it doesn't give you an undeserving confidence by any means. And when you get fluffed up for an entire off season and everyone's telling you how good you are and you're like wow, like they made acquisitions, they picked up these guys, they had a great draft. Look at them in OTAs, they have everybody there. Look at them in training camp. Oh my gosh, these preseason games are just they're killing guys. Oh, these is going to be one of the teams to beat.
Well, that was Pittsburgh, really
Yeah,
undefeated the preseason, played their starters
sure.
all the way. Everybody thought, blah blah
I
blah.
don't make bulletin board
I
material. I
know.
try my best not to.
I'll say
But
it.
yeah, but I was literally talking to Fred Warner about this today. It's like that's what you want. You want the team across from you to get fluffed up as much as possible. Because like once shit hits the fan and they like haven't really dealt with it, things fall apart pretty quick. And just because they haven't been in that situation before. and that just is what it is. Like, the Niners, we've had some really bad teams with good players on them, and like we just haven't had all the pieces to make it work. And so we've dealt with adversity. We've had we've had all the pieces gone to a Super Bowl. We've had all the pieces that got hurt, and we won 4 games one year, 6 games one year, whatever it was. It's like we've had the ups and downs, and like, hey, what did we do? We came together, we got better from it. Yeah, like we've went like 3-4 to start the season and win 12 straight to end it to make the playoffs or shit like that. Like we figure our shit out pretty quick. And if you haven't dealt with all that as another team, things can unravel pretty fast. And if you don't have, and I'm not saying I don't know of any teams. I'm just saying, for example, if you don't have a group of guys, like a core foundation group of guys that understand how to handle it, understand to not let people point fingers, and it's like, hey, we're going to figure this out as a team, no matter who's playing, however, that's how you bounce back and you win games. And so, like Seattle and the Rams, everybody's talking about Seattle's going to win the division. Seattle's a team to beat in the division. And I'm not saying that fluffed them up at all, but like, it doesn't matter how many NFL seasons you played. Like when people talk really nice about you, it feels nice. And no matter how hard you try to shut out the noise, you still hear a little bit about it. Thank you, Mom, for sending me articles all the time. Like, I love it. You're the best, good and bad. But it's just like you see that sip and you do hear it to an extent, no matter how badly you try to ignore it. There's a part of it that still hears it, and so whether that fluffs you up or not, and as an opposing team, that's all you want. Like the Rams, everyone, oh, Cooper Kupp's out, you guys don't stand a chance. Aaron Donald's your only defensive player, and all it is just talking to all the other guys on that defense, all the other guys on that offense, special teams, coaching staff's like, oh, you guys are nothing without one guy. Like, yes, Cooper Kupp's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love Cooper Kupp to death. But, like, that's an NFL football team that won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, and they still have a couple of guys that won that Super Bowl. So they know how to win. So, like, did I think the Seattle was going to win? For sure I thought Seattle was going to win. But seeing the Rams dominating like that, I'm like, it's the Rams. They
It's
know
the
how to
Rams.
do it. It's the
Yep, here we go.
Rams. Sean
Hey,
McVay.
and your boy Higby, he had a really nice moderate ball down the sideline for a big first down into the red zone. He had a really nice catch too. Got a big hit at, kept onto it. So it was fun to
Higby,
see that.
what a great guy. We got to have him on the show one time. I love that dude. Great vibe.
He's great. He's great. He has
Great.
the most beautiful family. Oh my gosh,
Oh my
congratulations, my
gosh.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? You know what? Screw you this week though, Tyler.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
see
We'll
you.
talk to you later,
Yeah,
Tyler.
boo,
Get out of here,
boo,
Tyler. Get out of here.
boo, boo.
Boo.
Okay. All right. So
No.
that's the Rams. I know it's still early because we're recording this on Tuesday.
So I
we got
don't
a
have
lot.
a game plan. I can't tell you all the game plan stuff yet.
Well, you wouldn't
But
anyway. So
I am gonna go watch the tape right now. I'm excited about it. They have an Iowa guy. I can't remember his last name. It's like Van Vinkelberg or something like that. He's an outside linebacker for them. And so, just because you went to Iowa, I'm probably going to try to cut you through the knees.
nice. All right. Make
LOL.
sure he listens to this.
We're friends.
Okay. All right. So that's the Rams. And really, you don't need much of, as long as Aaron Donald's on the field and Stafford's a quarterback and McVay's the or the coach, you know what
Yeah.
you're going to get. You're going to get super
I
physical
don't care.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't care who's out there. McVay's
Yep.
over there. He's pissed. We've still beat the only game they beat us is the NFC Championship game, which is the game. Hey, you know what? Yes, Rams fan, that's the game that matters. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. We still won every regular season game since 2019. Yeah, 2019. So, yeah, 2019. We've won every regular season game. So I know that he hates that. He resents that. He hates us for that. And so they put
Sand in their ear.
it's Niners week for them, and it's Rams week for us. It's gonna be
Yep.
really fun, and I can't wait for it.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, then, real quick, if you have any thoughts on these, I just put down 3 games I thought were pivotal in the NFL. So just
Sure,
something.
read them off.
Thursday night game, Lions over KC, 21-20 in Kansas City. Thought that was
We
huge.
talked about that last week.
Oh, yeah, because we recorded afterwards. Okay. It's good. Well, it was still this week. Okay. Then the Browns spanked the Bengals at home. Bengals came into Cleveland, and it was 24-3, and it was just total smoke show for the Browns.
The
So
best thing about that, and I like the Bengals, just because Trent Taylor was on that team for 2 years. I got to know a couple of them.
Yep.
I like Burrow too. He's a really nice guy. Very happy for him in his contract. That's super sick.
Yep.
And this one game's not going to define their season. Like they've got a fantastic roster. It does. What was I going to say? The Browns defense is good. They've got a
Yeah.
lot of really good players. They got Zadarius Smith this offseason from the Vikings. He knows how to play football. Myles Garrett's on one side. His biceps are the size of my core. Can't wait for that. They've got a good team, and so it's just it's crazy to see Burrow's like 1-6 against them
Right.
in his career, and it's just or 1-7 now maybe I don't know. But it's just crazy to see how like some teams just give certain players the cahoots.
Indeed.
It's kind of
Just a
weird.
funky deal. Yeah. Funky thing. So, okay. And the last one I put down was just the Monday night game with the Jets getting a home victory over the Bills 22-16 with after in overtime with a walk-off punt return for a TD. So pretty cool on that. Great energy in the stadium and
Yeah, I mean Rogers runs out with the American flag on 9/11.
yeah.
Like how intense, how awesome.
I
It's
know.
it's incredible. And then for what happened to have happen, it's just it sucks for one for him because I'm I grew up a Bears fan. Obviously, you guys know that. But like, I grew up watching Aaron Rodgers dismantle the NFC North year after year. Brett Favre first, and then Aaron Rodgers year after
Right.
year after year. And while like I mildly despised him, I am a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers because of how one it looks like he has a great time playing football, which that's me. I have a great time playing football. He's a weirdo too, which I kind of connect with that as well. Yeah, let's be weird. And
Wave the freak flags.
and he's also like he's a fantastic football player. So, and I know that he tried his ass off to be great this year, and he was going to be great this year.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for like Jets, but I just feel bad for him. And the game of football is worse with Aaron Rodgers not playing. It just is.
I agree.
He brings a certain something to the game
Yep.
with whether it's his mindset, his attitude, his weekly talks on the Pat McAfee show. No free shoutouts, Pat. But like everything, he's great for it, and so it hurts my heart, it hurts my football heart to see him get hurt because he is just so great for the game, and it just sucks too, man. Like it just would have been fun to see the Jets like
Yeah.
all those primetime games. Those guys are gonna have so much fun,
And
and
Sala. We just love Sala.
yeah, we do like Sala, and they've got some fantastic people over there that left from the Niners. Solly's over there,
Yeah.
DJ Reed, fantastic. Like they've got some dudes, and it's just I mean I'm a huge fan of Tyler Conklin too. They're a tight end, and CJ Uzama's over there too. So like you got guys over that I really enjoy, and so to have that happen to them sucks. And I wish nothing but the best for Zach Wilson. I really do. I hope he was able to learn some things from Aaron, and I hope Aaron still gives him some things to.
He will.
I know I think Aaron's going to still help him be his best self, and um, hopefully Zach takes some steps forward this year and proves he's a good quarterback.
Yeah. Well, and I still think they're getting a lot of value out of Aaron being there, just the way he changes the quarterback room and just the
For
team
sure.
dynamics and all that stuff. So they're
I mean,
still
they
they,
also like, hey, look what their defense did last night.
oh man.
I mean, they held Josh Allen, who many consider like one of the best players in the NFL, Madden cover athlete, and I love Josh too. He's fantastic. I love everybody. I really do. Why not? Hey,
I
ELE,
know.
everybody love everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
big
we're all in
hug,
the
team hug here. Okay.
but like they held the Bills offense to what was it, 20 points and a loss in overtime, three interceptions. I don't know, like
16.
Josh 16. Like Josh isn't going to throw three interceptions every week, and I know I didn't watch the whole game, but they didn't sound like they were great plays. Um, but to beat the Bills after losing your quarterback in the opening series,
It's still
pretty
there's
impressive, guys.
some grit there. Yeah. So it's really good. Okay. Well, that's kind of the highlights there. So it's super early. Everybody's got a lot of ball to play. So we'll just kind of see. But it was really interesting that first as we got going on that stuff. So, okay. Then just in the NFC West, just real quick, Arizona lost to Washington on the road 16-20. And we know Seattle and the Rams situation. So that was all good. All right. So that's kind of our football review. Unless you got something else you're really dying to drop in, George
Um,
or Emma.
I was really happy for Washington to get a dub. Big fan of Logan Thomas and his family, and he had
Oh,
a,
yeah.
he had like 4 or 5 catches for 50 yards. So pumped for him. Winning's fun, and they have not done a lot of winning over there recently, and so for them to get that dub, very happy for them. And I
Yeah.
also like
Especially,
it. I like it when my rivals lose.
yeah. So that's good. So, okay. All right. Then updates and viewer questions. So before we get to the viewer questions, the categories are Deanie, wine, shoes, or food. So is there an update in there, George, that comes to mind that you can clue us in on?
Well, I talked to you guys about wine already last week. You guys got a
Yep.
little bit of that. Um,
And you can randomly add a category.
ooh, food. So here's a fun connection. Another
Okay.
shout out.
But not
This
free.
is no this one is earned. So when
Okay.
we interviewed Travis Kelsey, I happened to be wearing a Fairway hat.
You're right.
And great thing about Fairway is Iowa. It is an Iowa grocery store. It's phenomenal. They've got great meat. Their deli meat section is top tier of top tier. I don't know if there's anything like it. It's phenomenal.
What do you remember from Fairway when we lived in Madison?
Barbecue, pulled pork,
Pulled pork,
macaroni salad,
dog.
Fritos,
Yep.
and you just scoop them all together.
Yep. The big
Holy
the big scoop Fritos. You get a little bit of the macaroni, and then you go in for the barbecue.
This is
Man,
before our plant-based days. This
yeah.
was when we were full in the
Ooh,
thrall of barbecue
who's,
pork.
that
who's
shit.
plant based?
Oh my god, that was so good.
Nerds. I like meat.
Okay. Yeah,
Anyways,
just leave it.
so they
Okay.
saw there was a friend of mine. She ran track at Iowa, Gabby Stearns. She hit up Claire and she said, "Hey, my dad works with Fairway. I'm pretty sure it's in the marketing side of it. They saw it. They're huge. They loved it. The podcast, wearing the hat. Wanted to send me a care package. So today I got a
Ooh.
huge thing. I got 2 coolers, ice coolers. One is full of tomahawk steaks, ribeyes, fillets, and I had a jumbo cooler of Iowa sweet corn. They sent me a huge
Aww.
cooler of Iowa sweet corn,
Oh wow.
and I literally saw it. I grabbed it, stripped it, and I just ate it. Don't need
Wow.
to cook it. It is buttery.
Yep.
It is better than I remembered it being, and it made
Oh,
me so happy.
thank you,
And
Fairway. Wow.
and so I'm just gonna skip ahead to what gives me hope. Iowa
Oh,
sweet corn.
Dog.
Holy
So
shit,
good.
that thing is so fire. And if you guys can ever have the opportunity to eat Iowa sweet corn, wow, it instantly brought me back to my childhood, hanging out in Grandpa Bub's farm, running through the corn stalks, just eating corn like it was nothing.
yep.
Oh my gosh, you don't need to do anything to it. You just eat
So
it.
good.
I know. It's so great. It's like those food stands on the side when they're fresh picked, and you just roll in, and you
Yeah,
grab 15 or whatever, and you just heat them up, and
man.
bam,
Yeah,
they're so good.
so we're gonna try to keep it safe for you guys whenever you come out here. Sorry, Emma, but Bruce, we're gonna have some Iowa sweet corn for you whenever you get out here.
I am so down for that. I'm so ready. So, okay, there's our
But
food. That's
you also have to try the ribeye and or tomahawk.
I
It's
haven't
from
even.
Iowa, dude.
Okay, well,
It's from Iowa.
All right,
You're
all right, all
sure.
right.
from
I
Iowa.
want to.
Anything for Fairway.
All right, all right. Thank you, Fairway. That's awesome. We love Iowa companies, so I'm glad
Yep.
that connection happened. That's really cool, and I
Let's
can't wait
work.
to see what your chef does with it. He's the man.
I know
He's the man.
Tyler's great. We'll share some content of Tyler as well. But Fairway, hey, let's just work together. Let's continue to work together.
Yeah,
This could be
Fairway
a great relationship. You send me barbecue pulled pork, Fritos, and macaroni salad and sweet corn.
and sweet corn.
I will wear Fairway everywhere. I will do a lot for Iowa sweet corn.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. Okay, so
And
I
the
want to
hidden
stick with
and the
the
hidden pearl is looking for a banner to put on the side of the ship. So if anybody's looking,
perfect.
we're
Just
okay.
Fairway.
If we're
Let's
open that too.
go.
Yeah, go
I would,
Fairway. Okay.
I would love to be
All right,
sponsored
Emmy.
by
Let's.
Fairway.
You got
And none of us
questions?
live in Iowa anymore. I love it.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so I want to stay on the food question. We have Bondoc. Carlo Bondoc. So sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Hi, Carl.
Anyway, Carlo wants to know what's your go-to pregame meal and your postgame.
Fair. Those are great questions. Wow. I give so many free shout outs. It's outrageous. Okay, I'm gonna try not to. But pregame, if it's like so we had a 1 p.m. kickoff against Pittsburg, and so that I think my bus usually leaves at like 9:45 ish. Let's just say that. So I'm usually in the meal room at like 9:25, 9:30, and I get three over easy eggs, hash browns, and then I grill up onions, peppers, tomatoes, and then either chicken sausage or ham, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And I kind of throw it all into a container covered in ketchup, shake that up, stir it up, dominate that. And if I'm a little hungrier, I might get like because they have breakfast and lunch options for everybody because everybody's pregame meals are different. So like they have fillets at the end too. So I might get like a small fillet and just have a couple bites of that, just make sure I get more protein in me. That's pregame. Postgame,
I'm hungry
right
right
after the
now.
I'm starving. I have dinner sitting out there.
I know. Okay.
And we're gonna pop open a bottle of Le Petit Friere
Oh, is it
tonight.
time?
It's time. So
Oh,
Riley here came over, so we're gonna drink it together for the first time tonight.
are you
Yay.
going to record the opening and the first taste?
Probably will.
That's
Let's
cool.
see. post game, whatever city that we're in, we get a post game meal right there. It's like Pittsburgh, they had barbecue, which was phenomenal. I don't know what barbecue place it was. That was delicious. So, but like we landed at 9 and got to the stadium at 9:15, and I ordered a burger, no cheese. Ordered a burger, mayo, onions, ketchup. What else did I put on it? Mayo, onions, ketchup, lettuce, tomato. That's my burger, and I got a nice glizzy on the side, a little hot dog action, kosher style hot dog, mayonnaise,
Oh,
ketchup, grilled peppers, grilled onions. Oh, so tasty. I would give the restaurant a shout out. There's I can't say it though because I currently am under a deal with Little Caesars Pizza. Um,
okay.
but I like to do burgers. I just like a high calorie protein meal when I get home at night because I literally eat it and then I go into a food coma.
French
Because
fries.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
You're
See,
not a
I'm
French
not a.
fry guy.
I'm
I
not a
don't think so.
huge
Right.
French fry guy. I
Mom
don't
and
know why.
Claire's favorite foods are potatoes.
I know. That's why like Claire wasn't here though, so I didn't have to order the French fries. And like I do like French fries, but not enough to like just stuff my face with French fries.
Fair.
Huh.
All
Restaurant in
right, second
Pittsburgh
second question.
between
Second question.
Jan and Claire, we had a potato nacho throwdown. The two of them, they're all over it. But anyway, that's another story.
All right.
They're aren't they incredible?
All right.
Yep.
This is from a fellow Iowan.
Oh, hey
Kevon,
there. Hi, how you doing?
no,
That's
your teammate,
Minnesota.
Cavante Martin Manley.
All
Remember
right,
him?
Cavante, what's
Hi,
up? I know
Cavante.
Cavante
All
very
right, all
well.
right, all
Number
right.
11. What's up, dude? 2-star.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I know because I recognized his name at first, and then I recognized his email, and I was like, oh, I know who this is. Okay. So, did it motivate you being an underrated 2-star recruit by 247 Sports? How does it feel to overachieve at the highest level in your profession?
Um, hmm. You know what? Thinking back on my mindset when I was a 17, 18-year-old, um, I was so pumped the fact that I had a star next to my name. I don't think I've ever taken what people have said about me really to heart. And I thank my parents for that, for telling me not to really listen to the noise. And I've had, fortunately, great coaches who have helped me with that. Um, but I'm pretty sure back then I was just so thankful for an opportunity every single time to continue to touch the field because I love football so much. And I got an offer in high school to go to college and play it. And then it took me 5 years, but I finally got to a point where I had an opportunity to go play in the NFL. And I was a fifth round draft pick 146. And yeah, sure, there might have been 8 tight ends picked before me. Do not care. None of them are ever going to affect my life in any way besides being my friend. And they're not going to affect my career at all. And so it's all on you every single day. That's all it's about. And so I don't think I ever use it really as extra motivation as opposed to, I did something right. I got 2 out of 5, so could be worse. So might as well take it and run with it and see what we can do.
So you're saying there's a
Damn.
chance.
So you're saying there's a fucking chance. That's literally it. Just give me an
Cool.
opportunity. That's all that matters.
That leads us right into the quote of the week.
Let's go.
Rant,
Bring it
the
home,
quote of the
Bruce.
week.
And
The quote
we
of the
can come-
week better be this, Dad. Right here, it's on my screen right there. You see that? That's the quote of the week.
Rams
It's
week.
Rams week.
And real quick story about that.
Okay.
Every single year that we play the Rams, I think I've shared this story before, but every day I wake up and I leave to go anywhere and I leave the bed, Claire tells me, go kick some ass. It's the last thing she says to me. I love you, go kick some ass. And I love it. It gets me fired up. But when it's Rams week, the first thing she says to me when I wake up, my alarm goes off. She goes, "It's Rams week. Get your fucking mind right." And I go, "Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna get my fucking mind right." That's at 6 a.m. I get my mind
Damn.
right, and I go brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, walking out the door. She goes, "Kick some ass today. I love you. It's fucking Rams week. Get your mind right." And that's what I drive to work with that mindset. Is it's Rams week. Get your mind right. And she doesn't do that every week. There's certain teams that get her fired up, and this is one of those teams. And so
Um,
that's in my opinion, that's the quote of the week. It's Rams week. Get your mind right.
Okay. Okay. I can leave it there. I had one, but if you want to go with that, that's okay. And that gives me hope. I'm my daughter-in-law is a beast.
find someone that gets you. It makes it significantly better.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
All right, boys.
Well, we can script the quote. Any other hopeful ideas we want to? I guess I just want to put a shout out for 9/11. So we're recording the day
Fuck yeah.
after, and we posted the Mindful Monday yesterday. I put that in there just to remember exactly where I was when the whole thing was going down. And
You guys were going to the airport to get on a plane, and I was at home.
Yeah, we were in Lockridge.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
at the house in Lockridge with Mom. Were you guys on your way to the airport, or were you
Not
at the
quite.
airport?
We were getting ready to leave. We hadn't quite left,
Oh.
and we were supposed to have a flight that day, and then everything got canceled. And so
I mean, I was sitting upstairs on a little white box TV with a little
Right.
VHS player, and I was just sitting there going like, "Huh,
it's the only TV we had." Yeah, and
that's
then we came
wild.
down.
Your
they were
dinosaurs.
Yeah, they were showing the replays and the towers and all that stuff, and it was an incredible day. Just how it changed everything, changed the world. Yeah. So after that, anyway, just our thoughts and memories go out to everybody impacted by that, and really everybody was, but I know people lost people. So we anyway appreciate all our first responders and everybody that showed up and continued to show up and put themselves at risk. So we appreciate that. So I guess we'll leave that for the kind of the hope and that hopeful piece and all those kind of things. So,
Did you guys ever see the story about Barstool posts it every year? The red bandana.
Mm-mm.
You ever read this? You guys should honestly put a link to it. It's the only thing they post like the whole day, besides some football stuff. Yeah, the man in the red bandana. I'll send it to you, Emma. But it's basically like, yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. But for those, you guys should. Anyone that's listening, you should go watch it. Barstool, red bandana. KFC Barstool does a really good job of breaking it down. Tells a good story. But it's an absolutely outrageous piece that I listen to every single year because they post it every single year, and it's pretty cool, and it makes you really appreciate that there are some amazing human beings on the face of the earth.
There's no doubt.
Yep. Links in the show notes. We'll be there. It'll be
Links in the show notes. Okay. It's fucking Rams week. Get your fucking mind right. Let's fucking go. All right. Well, we'll be in. We got a nonstop early on Saturday morning. We'll be in to harass you, and we can't wait. And we're looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to getting to SoFi again. And it's going to be terrific. So really excited for you, Georgie. Tell all the boys, coaches, and all the chefs and cooks and everybody there, the Niner Nation. We're thinking about them all. So let's go take advantage and get another leg up on the competition. So, Emmy, love you. Welcome. Thank you for being here from Japan. Appreciate the questions from our fans. So thank you. Those are really fun to deal with. All right. Anything else, George? Closing comment, thoughts?
It's Rams week. Get your mind right.
Get your mind right. All right, Niner Nation, get your mind right. So let's roll. Okay. All right. Anything else, Em?
No, dog.
You can't keep asking anything else.
It's over.
Anything else?
No,
anything else?
That was it. All right, I'm turning it off. All right, love you guys. Hidden Pearls Podcast, man. You're the best. George, Pops. Woo!
Boom.
Bang, bang.